Good morning. We are starting week 3 of the physical transformation pretty much program from Le Mills. It's 9 weeks. There's a lot more cardio than I thought, and this week though things are going to be getting a little bit more crazy. All the strength workouts, body attack, that is now going to be full programs instead of the half of the programs. So we'll be doing body pump full, so 55 minutes, body flow. It says flexibility, but I'm probably going to actually make that into a full body flow. And then Shabam goes from 30 minutes to 45. Today's core workout, it's called CX Works. We did this before, not this particular workout, but we've done CX Works before, and it involves using light weights and resistance bands in order to activate your core. That's your back, your abs. It also works your shoulders. It also works your glutes. So I'm pretty excited about that. This is one of my favorite workout programs. I'm going to do some light cardio beforehand because I've noticed that when I have a really good, nice long warm up before I do any lifting or any resistance workouts, my mobility is so much better. I actually haven't lifted really heavy in almost a year, but this past week, last Monday, I went out to the garage to my husband's squat rack, and I can still squat my body weight and I can still deadlift my body weight, so I see that as a good sign. And with good form, and that's the thing, my form wasn't doing very well before, and that's why I quit lifting heavy, because I didn't want to injure myself, because I was injuring myself. I would injure myself and then have to regress, and instead this entire year has been just building myself up, getting back into good form, back with great mobility. So life goals right there. I'm hitting a goal right there, being able to lift properly. So that's great, because then in the spring I would actually like to do a little bit of heavier lifting program instead of, well, not instead of body pump, but we'll add a day of heavy lifting instead of 3 days of body pump in the spring. Something I want to talk about is electrolytes. I probably have talked about this before, but you want to make sure when you're on a very low carb diet to make sure you get in your sodium, your potassium, magnesium, and calcium. You get calcium in easily by eating fish bones, unsweetened nut milks or coconut milk that's fortified with calcium. Your leafy greens tend to be high in minerals. Magnesium comes from your leafy greens, dark chocolate, certain nuts, certain seeds. So that's also another way to get it in. I like to eat a little bit of dark chocolate every day. I also take a supplement called Natural Calm at night. And then sodium, that's something a lot of people think that they need to watch, as in keeping it low, but actually you need more sodium in order to keep, like water, you need to retain some of that liquid, you know? And since we're not on high carbs, you're gonna like lose it. So what I've been doing is half a cube of bouillon before my workouts. It's approximately 1,000 milligrams of sodium, and that will actually help get a little boost on your workout, and it'll help with getting your sodium in. So I might do 2 of these cups of broth a day, and then I salt my food. A great way to get potassium in also, by the way, is eat a lot of, you got your spinach, dark leafy greens, and then you can use potassium salt. Just sprinkle that on your food, and everything seems to work out fine. Another pre-workout thing, I have lowered my caffeine. I actually am drinking half calf. I know. And then green tea, and I have herbal teas that I've been drinking throughout the day. I haven't had really any energy drinks. I had one maybe last week, but it was because I had like 4 hours of sleep. It was a very strategic move. I don't really like to drink them because I tend to crave them then. But I got some of this at Vitamin Shoppe. It's by Isopure, and it's called Anytime Energy. It's very similar to Honey Badger, I've noticed, with the ingredients. This has L-theanine in it, and this also has beta-alanine, which will give you the tingles. But it doesn't have any artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners, which is something I like. And it also doesn't have a giant amount of vitamin C. Some of the pre-workouts will have ascorbic acid, and what that may do sometimes is when you go to test your blood sugar, it will give you a false high reading. So that can be dangerous if you go and you test your blood sugar and it says, 160, 180, and you go and you take insulin for it and your blood sugar's not that high. You can tank. You'll have a low. So I look for supplements that do not contain vitamin C because I easily acquire that through diet. I stepped on the scale this morning. I haven't weighed myself since the 5th, so I figured let's see what happens. I actually have not gained or lost any weight. I don't know about composition-wise. I do have a bioimpedance scale that I'm using. I haven't actually used it, though, for the body fat aspect of it. I keep my socks on. I don't have the app on my phone. I may check that out, but with bioimpedance, it depends on so many things like hydration status that it's not very reliable, so I don't like to use it. I like to do my pants fit and is my weight stable. And then I get the bod pods done. So the bod pod is in September, so I've been on track with my strength, with my cardio. Actually added some cardio. My calories are at maintaining through the wellness center, actually. And what I did was I keep my fat between 70 and 90 grams a day. And then my protein has been between 110 and 120 every day, and carbs around 30 total. That actually has been working out really well, like hunger-wise. I haven't been overly hungry. If I am snacky, I'll grab a couple of pickles or some olives. I got some seaweed I like that helps if I want something a little crunchy and salty. I also have been making snow cones. I have a little Ninja blender, and you throw some ice in there and you whirl it up with a little water enhancer of your choice. I have one that has no food dyes in it, grape flavored, which is weird because it doesn't taste like grape when you think about it. But anyway, I have been doing that. Another thing I've been experimenting with is cold therapy before bed. I'll do the snow cone, and it's supposed to help you sleep. I'm actually going to start using ice packs on the back of my neck and do that like a half hour before bed, because cold therapy is supposed to help you sleep better, and sleep is important for recovery, important for your insulin resistance or insulin sensitivity. I want to reduce resistance. So we're going to try that too. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm, getting my chicken wings more firm, growing muscle. I feel really well. And I've got my hair oil in right now. It doesn't normally look like this, but that's why it looks so dark. This is the castor oil olive oil blend with a couple drops of rosemary essential oil. I've been putting it on before my workout, so it stays on for about an hour, and then when I shower, I just shampoo it out. I've been using Jason shampoo. It doesn't have any parabens or sulfates or any stuff in it. It has some biotin in it. It's supposed to be like repairing, but we all know you can't repair and restore hair that's already broken, but it should strengthen your hair. So I'm hoping that with the oil treatments and then the shampooing with a biotin, that my hair will stay strong and healthy, grow super long, and it'll look great for my sister's wedding. Whether or not I chop it off at that point, we'll see. I plan on donating it. So next week, I will probably do another update, or maybe middle of the week. I actually would like to do a food prep video for you guys, just to show you what I've been doing. It's super easy. If you want me to do a meal prep video, just comment below and tell me what you want to see. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you later.